Parshas Yitro, Shishi. The Aliyah opens up by telling us that Hashem comes down on Har Sinai and he calls Moshe to come on up the mountain, and he tells Moshe to go warn the people once again to not come up the mountain. So Moshe says, listen, they were already warned, but Hashem responds back, no, they need another warning. Rashi explains that there was going to be this desire that they have to go up on the mountain, this desire to come close to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and Hashem did not want that desire to take over, so therefore they needed another warning. Rashi as well says that Hashem was telling Moshe that you need to warn them prior, but you also need to warn them right before what's about to take place. And after that, Hashem tells Moshe, I want you, Aaron, and the Kohanim to all come closer. And Rashi explains that each one is going to be in their own level. Obviously, you, Moshe, are going to be the closest in a mechitza amongst yourself. After that, Aaron will be a little further away in his own mechitza. And after that, the Kohanim in their own space. At this point in time, Moshe Rabbeinu goes down from the mountain and tells them over, this is what Hashem said. And he tells them essentially what we know of as the Ten Commandments. Anochi Hashem Elokecha asher hotzisicha me'eretz Mitzrayim. That I am Hashem your God who took you out of Mitzrayim. Why does Hashem mention Mitzrayim in this? Rashi points out, Hashem was saying that me taking you out of Mitzrayim alone is sufficient reason for you to have to believe that I am your God. The next one is Lo yilcha Elohim acherim, that you cannot have any other gods. The Psukim then go on to say it can't be in any images or any pictures, etc. Then it continues, Lo sisa Shem Hashem Elokecha lashav, you shouldn't say Hashem's name in vain at all. Number 4, Zachar Yom HaShabbos L'Kadsho, one has to remember the Shabbos and make it holy. We know that there's another reference in the Torah to Shabbos, and it uses the word Shamor, and Rashi points out that these two words, Zachar and Shamor, were said simultaneously by HaKadosh Baruch Hu in reference to Shabbos. Continues and says, Kabed es avicha ve'es imecha, one has to honor their father and their mother, and the pasuk then says, Leman yarichon yamecha, in order for your days to be lengthened. Rashi says that when one fulfills this mitzvah of honoring their father and their mother, then they will be zocha to have longer days, their days will be lengthened, but if not, unfortunately, their days will be shorter. After that, the Torah says, Lo sirtzach, do not murder. Lo sinaf, do not commit adultery. Rashi says when the Torah talks about adultery, it's referring to living with another married woman. Lo signov, do not steal. Rashi over here says this is referring to kidnapping, stealing another person, while we have a pasuk in Vayikra later on that tells us, that warns us about stealing with regards to money. Lo sana barecha eid shakir, do not be a false witness. And then finally, the Aliyah concludes with Lo sachmod beis re'echa, do not covet your friend, do not be jealous of his wife, of his eved, of his maidservant. And the Ibn Ezra says that the rationale behind this is because if a person really truly recognizes that everything that I have in the world is from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and that Hashem gives me everything that I need, and I don't need anything else, so then there would be no reason to be jealous and to be looking at what somebody else has and to be desiring it. I have everything I need.